Another hybrid, baby. What happens if we mix Scent of Peace by Bond No. 9, the For Him version, and Baccarat Rouge 540? So imagine you're getting like that gin, pineapple, dry muskiness from that Scent of Peace, and you're essentially trying to mix it over with a Baccarat Rouge 540, but they usually go for the extra concentration. So would a hybrid of these two work? Only one way to find out. Let's roll my fucking music so we can check out 𝑑ua's creation of these two fragrances combined. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝘙_𝑢_𝑡𝑜. Today's video is sponsored by 𝑑ua. The fragrance is selected by myself, and the fragrance is called Peace at Casino Royale. These two together. I don't know why or who would have thought of layering that, but I have a lot of crazy fans that do like these wild layering combinations, and I have a video coming up real soon about layering suggestions, part 2 or 3 at this point, from my subscribers, and some of them are wild. So imagine layering these two pieces together, and let's give it a shot firsthand before we test the 𝑑ua version. What happens if we just do a little, I wanna say Scent of Peace based on that musky dryness that it has at the base, and then maybe throwing a little Baccarat Rouge right on top of that. This could be a good layering combination that we discover right now in trying to make this mix. And then we're gonna do the 𝑑ua version. There's a lot of good scent in here right now. You're gonna do the 𝑑ua version. Let's do 2 sprays because this spray is a thick one. All right, so let's let these two dry down and see if the layering combination matches 𝑑ua's version, or are they two completely different scent profiles. So let's check out the layer. That's actually a pretty good layer. The pineapple pops a lot, but that fruity sweet combination of the Baccarat Rouge 540, that is a very interesting layering combination. I'm not mad at this joint. There's a lot of earthiness, dry, juniper, greenery coming up, but the sweet cotton candy, slightly resinous symphony of this combination, I can't stop smelling it. This is really good. All right, let's check 𝑑ua's version and see if it matches or what, because that's a really good combo. Completely different. Wow, and this one, it's like the fir balsam really pops. The sweetness of Baccarat Rouge is actually right on top. Uber mass appeal, but they don't smell alike at all. Like the combinations are completely different, obviously, because they're trying to marry the two through the GC as opposed to actually layering these two. But they're very different from each other and still equally dope. Oh, why am I smiling like a little kid? Like, they smell really good. Both of them. The 𝑑ua version just manages to keep the musky juniper booziness on top with a lot of sweetness. In this one, it's a pineapple pop, a decent amount of Baccarat Rouge sweetness, but there's also like a dry, earthy component to it that I'm not mad at. Wow, this is like a double fucking discovery. The 𝑑ua version is a little bit sweeter and actually well balanced, as opposed to this one. It's a little bit messy, but messy in a good way. Like if you're one of those fortunate dudes that has that amazing long surfer California style hair and you could just mess it up and it looks fantastic, that's kind of what it smells like blending these two together. The 𝑑ua version just seems properly composed. It doesn't feel all over the place. It doesn't feel like a hot mess, which is definitely a plus. And it's completely different from the other joint. The performance on it seems moderate. It doesn't seem beast mode. This was a 2 sprayer, so I expected a little bit more projection and pop. But the scent profile itself is beautiful, super sexy, very mass appealing, isn't loud and cloying, which I was hoping it wasn't, and it really isn't, but neither is this one. Now what's happening on the hybrid combination that I did right now is there's a weird little wet wood kind of situation coming off my skin. It's not off-putting, but it gives it a little bit of a, kind of like a tart weirdness, like something a little bit off, but like just the tiniest bit like, but it's really that minuscule that I would still layer this joint, and I'm not a layering dude at all. The 𝑑ua one, as I stated, it's fruity, it's soft, it's citric, it's very well balanced, super mass appeal, can be worn to a work situation, can be party fragrance, but it has more of a signature scent type quality to it. I'm not mad at either of these joints. All right, so the notes on the 𝑑ua one is juniper, pineapple, saffron, jasmine, amberwood, ambergris, fir resin, bergamot, currant, vetiver, cedar. The only thing that I'm having a problem with, and it's not uncommon with these 𝑑ua ones, is I don't know how long it's been macerating. This was recently fresh out of the mailbox, and I usually like to put these in like a wine cooler or a fridge for a little bit just so it could help boost up that performance factor. It's lacking it here, and on this layering one, still smells amazing. I'm losing a little bit of the Baccarat Rouge essence. They're both equally awesome. So if you have this combination right here, I suggest you try it out. The way I did it, again, it was Scent of Peace on top of Baccarat Rouge, but we have over $500. Or you can try this hybrid already done with these two same scent profiles, different formulations, obviously they're interpretations or clones, for $50 or $60 before any coupons. Very nice scent profiles. It was actually a smart move to pick this joint because I was able to just try this out for the first time. And this is a layer that I would absolutely endorse. I really like how this joint plays out. I really like what this is doing on the skin, and I like that this one put me on to that. So I would say with this piece, it's not giving me blast off performance right from jump. Put it in a wine cooler, put it in the fridge for a little bit, maybe a couple of days, let it macerate, let it speed up the process with these joints. And the Duo fanboys know you'll get a completely different scent performance once you do that. I gotta give credit where credit's due. It's flowing beautifully off my skin, so definitely a ball sprayer. Scent of Peace and Baccarat Rouge. Go figure. Give me more layering combinations or any crazy hybrids that you think Duo may have. Leave it in the comments below and I'll go and scoop it up. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test. For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.